Hey guys, and welcome to Jay's Nest. Today I'm going to do the cloth pad tag. I haven't seen this float around for a few years, but when I was doing research in 2018 about cloth pads, I just fell in love with so many channels, and a lot of them haven't posted in years, but I thought the cloth pad tag would be fun once I kind of got the ball rolling. I did use cloth pads in June of 2018 postpartum. That was the first time I ever used cloth pads. I brought them to the hospital, so using cloth pads in the hospital was my first time using cloth pads. I bled for about 5 weeks, and then I didn't have a postpartum period for 9 months. And so I'm coming up on my third cycle since having a postpartum period. So my third postpartum period. I don't know if I'm saying this right. So I'm not well versed in cloth pads. You know, I used them for 5 weeks in 2018, and then for 2019 I'm coming up on my third cycle. But I kind of want to document what my favorites are right now. They'll absolutely change in the future once I start using these pads a lot more and really narrowing in on my preferences. But I thought it would be fun to just kind of document my favorite pads right now. And if there are any links as far as like shops go, I'll link them down below. My kids, I have 5 of them right now. Well, we have a blended family. I say right now because we have a blended family and my 2 stepsons aren't here. But my kids are playing and they're quiet, and I figured this would be the perfect time to just sit down and film this video. Here's a behind the scenes look of what we're about to do, and yeah, let's get started. My favorite style is definitely the all-in-one, which if you're familiar with cloth diapers, I do talk about cloth diapers here on my channel. It's exactly like the all-in-one cloth diaper where everything is just all-in-one. You have a topper which goes against your skin, there's absorbency in the center, and the back is kind of the waterproof layer. Now this is not 100% waterproof, but it is like a water resistant backing. So everything that you need is all in one. You have snaps here, lay it on your underwear, kind of like a disposable pad. And there you go. The next question is, what is your favorite brand? Now, if you've watched my channel for any time now, you know I cannot pick one favorite of anything. I can't pick a favorite color, a favorite food. I just can't pick one favorite of anything. So I'm going to show you a few brands that I really enjoy. And these are brands I enjoy either because they have great customer service, great fabric options as far as like toppers go, great prices, or just the shape and core work well for me. So one of my favorite pads are these Homestead Emporium pads. I absolutely love Homestead Emporium. Her pads work really well for me for a multitude of reasons. I tend to bleed in the center and also in the front, and she puts the bulk of her core in the center and also in the front. These are a little bit on the pricier side. I always buy these off of D-stash pages, but I really enjoy the Homestead Emporium because just naturally they have the core where I mainly bleed, and also it has a really wide snap width, which is what I need as well. And also I'm a sucker for bamboo velour. This is a bamboo fleece, but the rest of these are bamboo velour, and I'm a sucker for bamboo velour. So if a shop has bamboo velour, I'm naturally really going to like that shop. So just one of my favorite brands ever is definitely this Homestead Emporium brand. Another brand I really love is Vasha's Creations. Vasha has a Facebook group, so you can put in custom orders there. She is very sweet and kind. I actually have a few pads on the way. I was gonna wait to make this video so I could add my other pads into this video, but they're not here yet. But Vasha is just genuinely a very kind and caring person. Her and I talk behind the scenes a lot. She actually watches my channel, which is how I kind of found out about her. Her pads are just amazing. Her customer service is great, and her prices are fair. And she has a great selection, like a beautiful selection of cloth pads. So definitely go check her out on Facebook. I'll link her down below. Another brand that I really like, this is kind of my lonesome pad, but this is a Leak Freak. I love the design of this. It's just really trim and thin. I don't really see her on the cloth pad groups as much, which is unfortunate, but I really love her pads. I also really love All Fluffed Up. This is the only one that I have of hers, but the craftsmanship is really good and the quality is good. And I really like the absorbency of these. She doesn't really do much anymore in her Facebook group, and I wish she did because I'd definitely order more. But I really, really enjoy her pads as well. If you're looking into cloth pads, I highly suggest checking out Blessed is Best. She is on Etsy. She has great customer service, and if you're really curious about cloth 101 information, you can definitely check her out because she is like a wealth of information and she's very, very helpful, and her quality of pads are amazing. This is probably one of my favorite pads in my stash. I just love this print so much. It is gorgeous. Her shop name is Blessed is Best, and she has a YouTube channel here called Jess is Blessed, and she does have a cloth pad 101 video if you're interested in cloth pads. I also really enjoy Mama Sloth Creates. She does all of her hand dyeing herself, so this colorway she did herself, which is just absolutely beautiful. I really enjoy her pads. I think they're really good quality. The edges do curl, which is fine. It doesn't really bug me. But I really like these. I think these are really good quality. I really enjoy her selection, and she has really good customer service. I also really love Billet's Baubles. Now, Desiree is probably one of the sweetest humans ever. Her and I talk a lot. She has an Etsy page and she also has a Facebook group. I'll link them both down below. I use these postpartum and I really, really enjoyed these. And I'm actually going to be going to her soon to help build my 10-year-old daughter's cloth pad stash. I really like these because she labels them. She has the absorbency label. This is a heavy 15, so it says H15. So I don't have to do any guessing about what size and absorbency these are. And also she put extra absorbency in my bleeding area, which I really, really, really appreciate. Her pads are really good quality. And I think her pads are also really affordable. So if you're looking for something affordable but good quality, definitely go check her out. I have these pads from Otter Cloth Reuse, and I really like these. My cat has laid on these, so now there's cat hair on them. But her pads are really affordable, and Shelby is really, really kind. She also has a Facebook group. I don't know how active she is in it. I haven't gotten any notifications lately about her group, but I do really enjoy her pads. I'm pretty sure these are moderates, and this was the first pad that I reached for when I had my first postpartum cycle. Another brand I'm really liking are Soft Taco Reusables. I have this nighttime pad, and I also have this little Minky pad. This is the first Minky I've ever tried, and I really, really love it. She has a Facebook group. I'm not sure if she's on Etsy, but she does have a Facebook group where she takes customs. She has a great selection of different types of pads, different types of toppers, absorbencies, sizes, shapes, and she is also a Canadian brand. I am here in the United States, so she does ship to the US. I'm not sure if she ships elsewhere. I think she does ship elsewhere as well. But I love her selection of pads, and we even got a few for my daughter as well. And then this will be the last one that I talk about because I'm talking for like 10 minutes now. This is from Shark Bite Pads. This is on Etsy. I found her pads to be extremely affordable, and also her customer service is just completely up and beyond. With this pad, I ordered it for postpartum to use in the hospital, and I ordered it on like a Saturday or Sunday, and she usually ships within 4 days, and on that Thursday, that following Thursday, so a few days later, she hadn't shipped yet, so I reached out to her and I let her know that I needed it for the hospital that weekend, and she overnighted this pad to make sure I had it for the hospital. Like, her customer service is up and beyond, so I highly, highly, highly suggest checking her out. This is a PUL backed, and then the top is a Peak, which I really love this material. This was the first Peak cloth pad that I ever tried. Alright, the next question is favorite color. I love the color blue, but when it comes to cloth pads, blue stains so easily and it just pisses me off. But my next favorite color would be this color, which is purple. I have tons of purples here in my stash. I am just a sucker for the color purple. So yeah, purple is my favorite color. The next question is favorite prints. Now, when it comes to favorite prints, I really love OBV, which is this organic bamboo velour that's hand dyed, because you get so many different types of colorways, which are just gorgeous. On top of OBV, I love geode prints, are probably my favorite next to OBV. So anything that has this geode type feel to it, I absolutely love. And there are just so many gorgeous types of geode prints. Here's another OBV, and here's a kind of geode type print, which is really cool. This is the backer. This is a liner from Kitty Cat cloth, but that's the backer. But yeah, anything that has this like geode feel to it, I am a sucker for. I'd love to just have a whole stash of geode prints in OBV, because oh my gosh, OBV is so luxurious. The next question is, what's your favorite length? When it comes to favorite length, I really like something that's about 12 inches. When it comes to things like liners, I prefer 9 to 11 inches. When it comes to moderate pads, I prefer about 12 to 15 inches. And when it comes to nighttime, I prefer anything 16 plus. I'm pretty sure that preference will change as I get more comfortable with cloth pads, but right now I really like the length and the comfortability of a 12 inch. I'm not even sure if this one specifically is 12 inches. I'm just using this as an example, and I'd have to measure it. Yeah, this one's 12 inches. Yeah, I like a 12 inch pad. Now the next question is favorite topper. Without a doubt, OBV. Like, oh my gosh, this stuff is so luxurious. Sorry for my kids screaming in the background. OBV is so luxurious. It's so soft. Like, I feel like cloth pads are luxury pads. I know some people think cloth pads are so nasty and gross.
But are you kidding me? Have you ever had OBV on your vagina?
Once you've had organic bamboo velour against your vagina, you tell me that these are not luxury pads. Because these are absolutely luxury pads. They're just so freaking soft. I love OBV. I would have a whole stash of OBV. And OBV is great if you're a gusher, so if you bleed a lot at once, really, really fast, OBV will absorb that. And also, the cool thing about OBV is it's also absorbent in itself, so it adds that extra boost of absorbency. Bamboo is pretty darn absorbent compared to things like cotton. So, I don't know. I just love OBV. It's my favorite. I can't imagine a future where this is not my favorite. I would say cotton knits are a very close second. So the cotton lycras, I really enjoy cotton lycras. I do like peaks. Peaks are really nice. I also like minky because minky is really soft, but my favorite is definitely organic bamboo velour. So the next question is favorite backer. I mean, really, I like anything that is, I like a fleece backer. I do have this with the PUL backer, and I'm not crazy about the PUL backer. PUL is polyurethane laminate. It's what modern cloth diapers are made out of. I don't know, not a huge fan of the PUL. I like the fleece, any type of fleece, anti-pill fleece, Windpro fleece, soft shell. Doesn't really matter to me, though some fleeces do get pillier than others. Like this one's pretty pilly, which I'm not crazy about, but yeah, I really like any type of fleece backer. The next question is your favorite overnight. I really love the Homestead Emporium for overnight. My favorite Homestead Emporium is this 18 inch. Not necessarily because I need the absorbency, but because I like the coverage, because blood runs down my butt crack at night. And so I always bleed onto my bed and on my underwear. And so this kind of catches all of that. So I like that. I also like the 16 inch as well. The next overnights I reach for would be my Vash's Custom Creations, which are these two. Then I reach for the Soft Tacos Reusable. This is a Sherpa material and it absorbs so well. This is so freaking absorbent, which is really, really nice. And then one of the last ones that I reach for is this from So Perfectly Imperfect. I've had this since last year. I used it postpartum. I haven't been able to use this one from Just As Blessed, from the cloth pad shop Blessed Is Best, but I'm gonna try this at my next cycle for overnight to see how it works for me. But yeah, so the first I reach for the 18 inch Homestead Emporium, then the 16 inch Homestead Emporium, then the 16 inch Vash's Custom Creations, then the 16 inch Soft Tacos Reusable, then the 16 inch So Perfectly Imperfect. The next question is your favorite pad. I don't know. What is my favorite pad? I love the colorway of this pad. Absolutely. I mean, it is gorgeous. I also love the colorway of this pad and this pad. I love the sizing of this pad. So I need to get more pads in this. Love, love, love this print. Love this print. Love this print. I feel like we're getting back into my favorite prints again. Yeah, there are just a lot of pads that I love and I reach for. I mean, most of my stash are pads that I really enjoy. There's not a lot of pads in my stash that I just hate or don't use. But yeah, I really like these pads. I just use what I use in my cloth diapers, which is a 5-gallon bucket mixed with powdered Gain and powdered Foca. I just have them mixed evenly together, and then that's what I use. I don't have a favorite one, I just have one that I use on my cloth diapers too. So I have this Bunch of Farmer stain stick. I really like this. I need to get another one. It's almost gone. It's pretty small now. Which, surprisingly, this box is actually really tiny. I thought it was going to be a bigger stain stick, but I really like this. I also use hydrogen peroxide on some stubborn stains. A lot of times I just throw my pads in this, and this works fine. My bigger pads don't necessarily fit well into it, and yeah. I don't have a fancy storage solution. If you follow my cloth diapering journey, you know I'm pretty lazy when it comes to storage, so I try not to overcomplicate it. What I'll do for this is I'll put all the heavies down first. So all the really big boys, these massive pads. And then I'll layer it on top, moderates, and then liners. Usually I'll stick the liners on the side right here because there's a little bit of space. And I don't use liners that often, though I should because my flow is pretty light. But yeah, this is what I do for a storage solution. I might change it in the future, but I'll show you in another video how and where I store them. And as far as like dirty pads go, I just tripped. Oh, I tripped. I'm okay. As far as dirty pads go though, I really enjoy just a wet bag. I stick them in a wet bag. Since I cloth diaper, I have a crap ton of wet bags here. And the last question is favorite place to buy. One of my favorite places to buy is Facebook. I prefer Facebook. I'm not much of an Etsy person. I just like being able to hop onto Facebook and buy pads that are there. So chances are if you sell on Facebook, I'm going to join your group and stalk your group and see what you have available for custom order or ready to ship. I just really like Facebook groups. I'm surprised my camera filmed all of this because it has the low battery light blinking this whole entire video. But yeah, that's it. That's my cloth pad. I keep wanting to say diapers. Those are my cloth pad favorites right now. Of course, that will definitely change in the future. I'll do another one of these in 2020 just to kind of see how my stash has changed and how my favorites have changed. I'm still kind of newish to this. You know, I'm not an expert. There are people here on YouTube who have been doing this for many years and posting videos for way longer and have a lot of information. So I'm just sharing all of this from kind of a newbie-ish perspective. I still have a lot to learn about cloth pads as far as what I like and what really works for me. I'm really a light bleeder, like a light to moderate bleeder, if that. So as far as like out bleeding pads, it doesn't happen very often. It only happened last cycle just because of the health situation I was going through. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. That's it. And it's really hot in here. We don't have air conditioning, so I'm already sweating. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will leave a dry copy of this tag down below, so if you guys want to take it, definitely take it. I'd love to see this tag revamped in 2019 because I don't think, no, I know Rebellious Menstruation has done a bunch of different types of cloth pad tags. I don't know if she did this one specifically, but I know she had like 12 or 14 or 11 or something like that going on her channel. I'll link her channel down below as well. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.